After the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, leaders of both parties called for turning down the political heat. But that's given rise now to a war of words as some Republicans argue the rhetoric of Democrats is dangerous. And Democrats say that's hypocritical, given who leads the GOP's ticket. Our Washington Bureau reporter Kevin Fry explains.
Just hours after the shooting at Donald Trump's rally, some Republicans pointed the finger of blame at the language Democrats have used in attacking Trump, singling out Democrats who've warned that Trump poses a threat to democracy.
You can't say those sorts of things and not expect people to be incited by that.
Democratic Congressman Dan Goldman argues there's nothing wrong with underlining the stakes of this election, saying that's emphatically not the same as inciting violence. He accuses Republicans of projection.
This is a cynical opportunism and a political ploy by some Republicans to try to change the narrative from Donald Trump and the Republican Party's escalation of rhetoric in this country to say that it is happening on both sides, when in fact it is not.
In the past decade, Trump has labeled defendants from the violent Capitol attack hostages, and he mocked Nancy Pelosi's husband after he was seriously injured by a home intruder.
She's against building a wall at our border, even though she has a wall around her house, which obviously didn't do a very good job.
And in 2016, he said this of potential judicial nominees by a hypothetical president, Hillary Clinton.
She gets to pick her judges. Nothing you can do, folks. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know.
Asked to explain how Trump has, as Republicans are now demanding, lowered the temperature during his political career, here's what two New York Republicans told us.
Everyone has a role to play in dialing it down. Everyone has played a role at times in accelerating some of the rhetoric.
We got to stop this. Well, they said, she said, he said. Just everybody understand. Enough. Enough. Cut the crap.
Spectrum News identified multiple instances of New York Republicans like Congresswoman Elise Stefanik and former Congressman Lee Zeldin bashing Joe Biden with the same words that Republicans now complain Democrats have been using against Trump. On May 31st, for example, Stefanik called Biden a, quote, clear and present threat to democracy. When pressed, Zeldin suggested what Democrats are doing is different.
We shouldn't be trying to imprison President Trump for the rest of his life, to bankrupt him and his family.
On Monday, Biden apologized for recently telling donors that he wanted to put Trump in a bullseye, saying the word choice was a mistake and that he was trying to convey that they need to focus on Trump and his record. In Washington, Kevin Fry, New York 1.